This is round 3 at the National Wheelchair Basketball Association Championship game. Kansas Kings versus your Wausau Golden Eagles. But Kansas City's press starts to work and all that picking of our players, so it's tied 6-6. But always a good news for Marquette if we can start off early. Teague gets in low. Now Pena to Pittman. Pittman has been excellent thus far shooting. Swings it all the way over to number 21. Shot is short. Pena's got it. Off the backboard and in. Great team. The whole package. Unusual that they are ranked number 2. Sydney gets shoots. That's the way you break the press, and it's all 8. He's got 4. So Dallas, the number 1 seed, but Kansas City has been hanging with them all season long. They've got speed, they've got jump shooting, they've got coaching. Pittman falls short. Taylor to Sydney. Sydney says, no, thank you. I'll hold on to that. But back like you on both courts, so 21 doesn't go for the ball. He knows he can't beat G, so he picks him out. So you have a 5-on-3 temporarily. Rare miss by Pena. Basketball. Such a strong press. Ball's over to G. G's got it over to Taylor. So they've got plenty of time now. Taylor's trapped there. He has the ball. See City press. Kind of amazing. That does leave them susceptible to cuts to the lane. Like this one here from Musi. Clearly another Teague. So referee's calling a tight but even game here. All right, number 1 Carson is in. He is always a shooting threat. Ball's into Sydney. She's got great hands. She wrestles it away from everybody. Coach Jordan looking for a foul call there. You can see they're going to backpick even at the 3-point line. Oh, G gets back. Interesting that after the block, they called 3 seconds on Marquette, but not 3 seconds on Kansas City. Ball's bouncing around. That's going to go out of bounds. All right, please start. Those surges by Kansas City, they'll be in good shape. Start off. Great job breaking the press and some early points by Sydney Whaley-Smith in the paint. We'll be back in just a moment. Ball's into Cat. Cat launches it to Sydney, who had position on Carson, but now she's stuck. Taylor smartly holds the ball. Lucy was open for a minute. Still Marquette basketball. Taylor's got the basketball, settles in behind Sydney. Lots of hands swiping at him. One may have gotten the ball there, may have gotten a hand. Cat's got a chance to get into Teague here. Lucy stops him. The defense is back. Good job, Marquette. But now Kansas City goes into its set offense, and they're just as lethal in their set offense. Pass over to Carson. Got to jump Carson. That leaves Teague open down low. Marquette doing a great job forcing that shot down in the shot clock. They've got the rebound. Great defense, Marquette. Tight defense, Kansas City. They haven't got a called on them. Foul on Marquette. And Sydney. Basketball. Terrible pass. Mental mistake there by the Eagles. Kansas City's press works. And you can't keep giving this team possessions because they can get in, and they've got at least three great shooters on the court. So again, Marquette's been practicing this. Seal there. Ball up high to Sydney. Great catch. She's got to hold on to it, though. She does. Nice move by Sydney. Nice pass to Matt. Rolls in for Matt. Not far in. Rest of the defense takes. Typically, when a player goes up on the back, but it's not. Not to force that pass. Carson has Sydney out. Nesson behind Matt. Open. Fall. That is this lead to one. Pip out 4, 5 on 4. The jump card. Good in the defense. Ball swing. Mac Sydney first. To Taylor. Good. Great. Whaley Smith to Taylor post with 40 seconds. Engels cuts middle. Player to the free throw line. Ball's up. Keep on. The lap of Kansas. Now he launches it to out of nice. Nine seconds left. And that'll for the player be with 12 after one. Court for Marquette, you've got Sydney, G, Lucy, Kat, and Taylor. And Kansas City has too many players on the court right now, so one of them is coming out. Part of your I'm letting this look 3-on-3. Marquette players out. He has time. By Smith. Sydney's got the rebound. Incredible. Mark basketball. To good help defense by so I do believe if that ball. They had it able to maintain it. Oh, Marquette's going to. Oh, time out by Coach. Mark basketball. Kent entire team all plugged up. For G to get that's really incredible to get through that Kansas City press when they had everybody pinned down. Four nestles in right time. Defense. Nice Hopefully they don't pay. Called this time on first. T free throw line. The best last name. Chair basketball. Maybe Nolan Smith. Shot is able to hit their free throw. Can foul them. Strategy that pays off. Did not hit the rim. Fortunate for. I think that was an intentional non-press. Screaming there, folks. It's twice now that the clock has been started, giving these teams an extra minute. Gianni deep over to Taylor. Tries to reach for it. 21 is too big. Sydney's picked out. Not sure why. Strong hands. So Mangel's not pressed with 3 fouls. Another goals. That is be his at least impressive. Cutting to the gets changed. Tough pass into Sydney. Foul magnet in the lane. Angles out, Carson is in. He brings a ton of shooting to the floor. Not as fast on this. Not as good as slashing. But nonetheless a threat. Now 33 Teague, the other slash. Foul. A little bit of foul trouble here. Sydney's shot falls in. Second shot is up. 2 from the free throw line. I can tell you from personal experience, yard in that shot, wanting to make sure that she is able to score when she gets fouled. Such a dominant inside player, needs to be able to hit free throws to be taken seriously. Deep all over to Carson. Carson is just deadly with the shot. Careful what you wish for. But as you can see, press gets broken out. Teague and on the court. So now Marquette's going to have to show they can score on offense. Sydney, shot is up. Shot falls. So you can see Carson There's a little bit more trouble holding Taylor back. Taylor's able to get to almost half court, but here comes Carson. It's 5-on-4. Lucy's got a jump. That leaves 21 open in the middle. Blocked by Sydney Whaley-Smith. Ball is launched to Carson. Pena gets a shot. Doesn't fall. Catch rebound, dishes it to G. It to middle moment. Instead, Cat rolls away. Maybe we're going to pass there for a minute. Marquette back in their set defense. Ball's over to Carson. Cat jumps. Help is over to stop Pena. Taylor rotates. Now they got to rotate Pittman. Pittman scores. Defense by that, but when you got two great jump shooters, in the middle, she shoots. Swish from Cat Red, from Gianni Quintero. Marquette to go. Great rotation defense to not allow the slasher underneath. Pittman has been lethal. He's got a 2-point shot up. Cat's got the rebound. It's over to off the front. Good to see. Actually, 3 with Cat and Taylor. Pena looks at the rim, decides not to. Carson's at the free throw line, back over to Pena. Taylor's going to jump this. Sydney gets a hand up. Too little. Over to Redden was open. The reason that she was open is because G was trapped in the lane. Again, that's a relative new people in the lane, and G just could not get out. Had high basketball IQ play by Kansas City players. Carson's going to get attention all the way at the three-point line. Over to Pittman. Sydney's got to jump that shot. She does. Kiss off the glass. Kansas City starts to make a run. They've to 5 with 2 minutes left in the. Without their features on the court, they're not pressing. Choosing instead to play 7. Redden with Marquette basketball. I'm sorry. City back. Kansas City able to back pick. Another bank-in shot. Taylor with the shot. It's good. Gets Marquette back out to a 5-point lead. Taylor's back pick, so it's 4-on-4. Another sweet shot off the glass. Mark can continue to trade buckets with City's excellent shooting performance. Back to G. G's in the middle. He's going to have to take a fadeaway shot. Gets fouled. Referee of words by the referees. A free throw shot. Gianni only a 3-point at 25 seconds left. It's 4-on-4. Carson shoots. Carson scores. Cut a 9 down to 1. Second, 4, 3, 2, 1. He does not hit. Marquette's got to feel great about this performance. Marquette up with the lead and can't minute run. Second half and about 10 minutes. We are back in action after an incredible first half of basketball with these two super competitive teams. Kansas City Kings had a late run, but Marquette had a big enough lead that they are still up by one. Should be Marquette basketball. Headed in the opposite direction. So you can see Kansas City with a teacup defense there, not back pressing the ball. We'll see if that is sustained. Mangles and Teague are on the court. Have 3 fouls. Only get fouls filed out. Things a lot closer here at Nationals. So Kansas City's aggressiveness occasionally is not working in their favor. Nestles in. Last second hand up. Enough to frustrate Taylor's shot. Here comes Kansas City. Pena cuts to the lane. Over to Mangles. Mangles shoots. Under words. Incredible shot. Coaches in favor. Special. So looks like Marquette is going to pick up Pittman. G makes a run to the lane. Ball is up and in. Layup for Gianni Quintero. Could be headed towards a lot of lead changes here. Marquette back in the lead by 1, 29-28 with a minute in the second. Picked up. It's 5. Back. Heads turned. Pena got the lead. 30-20. G may want him to slow down and take an easier shot when he's got a player even hard. Mr. Quintero. Ball's over to Carson. Jump. City. The one shot. Mack to the way. And they're players, so even swipe and use another player's. Nice pass to Cat. Here comes Gianni. Ball over. Got to take a. Does and scores. I can hear Sydney all the way from the upper. That ball. She rolls into the lane. Working, but their defense is not. Whatever the coach called for offensive plays on City, it sure is working. Sydney's down by the lane. Tall pass. Sydney grabs it. Sydney grabs her own rebound. Ball's up high. Gets tapped from behind. She's going to want that one back. Rebound and score. Marquette down by 5. We'll be back in just a minute. All right. Kansas City to press. G able to sneak through and get across half court. They've got plenty of time, but they've got 2 points. It's 3-on-3. Sydney that backspin move. In the lane. Fortunate travel call on Gianni Quintero. Sydney had pulled into the spin. This is what Kansas City looks like. Took a while for them to warm up. Trouble. They're down by 7. Gianni kicks it to Sid. Sid over to Taylor. Shots up by Taylor. Sydney's not quite in position to get the rebound. Ball. Taylor swings Cat. Cat's got about an 8-foot shot. Too strong for the foul. Both coach players tight. The trick team on Gianni couldn't get him to knock it back on defense. Nice to go, Taylor. That helped. Ball's up high to Sydney. She's got Cherry to handle the ball. Ball back over to Cat. Sydney snatches that ball away, gets it over to Taylor. Max got a nice shot in the middle. This time, luckily, called Kansas City's number 30. Letting them play, even with foul trouble. Max first shot. Nails it. Second shot. 2 for 10. He's 3 for 4 in this game. Marquette has cut the lead back down to 5. 5 minutes left to play in this third quarter. Foul called on Gianni Quintero. Pushing from the backside. Not a foul. Ball gets launched over to Henderson. It reset after that foul. Gianni's out on. Such a strong shooter. Now that he's warmed. It's him and Pena over to Taylor. Taylor can't beat Meg. The Cat can. Up and in. Seeing all season long on breaking a press. Do it. Marquette basketball. We'll be back in just a minute. We are back in action. Marquette's basketball is in. Our number 21 is in for Teague, who has fouls. G press. Comes in. The shot clock. No. Mac is in. But at least there was a charge called. Freeze, let him play. 4 on. But comes Mangles, who had Mac back. Back to Pena. Defense back in. He's help round. Settles in for a shot. He's had the and not this time. Mangles has it. Mangles now with the layup. Mangles only junior. See next year. Willpower got the points. They're back to 5. They're playing 4-on-4. Mac is picked out. To Taylor. Taylor's in behind Cat. They've 6 seconds on the shot clock. G have to shoot. He does. Not sure if he was aiming for the court or not. Couldn't decide where he was. No good. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to play. Mac pulls the chair from underneath. What that means. 3-on-3 basketball. Great hustle again. Angles. Taylor gets a hand to frustrate Carson. It doesn't matter. It's up to a 7-point lead. Bad. You want to throw it higher. And his shorter chair should have a chance at that ball. This quarter has been the city. Buck passes it to Henderson. Henderson over to Pittman. Great Whaley Smith. Come back for that ball. She grabs it. It's a 4-on-2. By Kansas City. Break. They've got the 7-point lead with left to play in this third quarter. Pena off the backboard. He's just been kissing the glass all game. Kansas City has taken what was a 9-point deficit of their own in the third quarter and turned it into a lead here in this quarter. Into Whaley Smith. Ball's a bit behind her. Scramble ball. 20 seconds left. 2 on. Again. They've got 10 seconds. Ball's into Sydney. Over to G. G launches it. So that gives them headed into the fourth. Marquette's going to have to show they can. We'll see. Kansas City basketball, they've got a 9-point lead. Marquette gave them a tough season. Let's see if Marquette can mount. All over to he's bar over, but Pena free. Ball. Ball's across to Taylor. He's kind of pinned in the corner there. Needs some help. Sydney tries to help. Kansas City giving it everything they got. Perhaps Marquette can play into that aggressiveness and get a few more fouls and give them some breathing room. Turnover by Marquette. Nobody picks up Pittman. He's not able to finish. Timeout Marquette. We'll be back in just a moment. Marquette only down by 9. The story of that has been turnovers based on great press by Kansas City. To launch it to Sydney. Too tall. Fouls. Taylor's picked out against the much faster Teague. Breaks away. Over to Ben Kitt. Now over to Carson. Only got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, they leave him open. He gets his own rebound. Going to reset. Up and in. Sydney holding up high so nobody else can get it. Nice pass to Cat. Over to G. Mack is entirely picked out by Pittman. Kansas City happy to play 4-on-4 without the offensive back. Taylor with a long shot. So first half, the wheels have fallen off a bit for Marquette. Another errant pass, but Sydney's able to pick it up. Mack able to get in and participate in the offense this time. Swings it over to Cat. Sydney squeaks in. She's going to have to shoot. Likely got not usual for her to leave a shot so short like that without contact, but perhaps it was a block. Unfortunately, the game Cat down by 15. Oh, Cat saw Taylor out of the corner of her eye. Too good. Adrenaline at this point. Was with that pass. It's got to be patient. They're only down. They can get back into this. They've got Taylor in the corner in a spot that he likes. They got him. He nestled behind Sydney. The dynamic duo. It's once. If they can get into this, they are. This is this 4-on-4. Here comes in. Get back in time. Taylor runs down low. Sydney in a better position. Sydney's gal going to get the ball from him. If Taylor can get it, Sydney picks it up. She's going to take that shot. Hands all over her. No foul called. Marquette fortunate to only be by 13 at this point. Mangles is just such a great ball player. such a hard. On Cat Red. The game, number 4. Together 3. Will come back in the game. Bars headed to UW Whitewater with Mac. Pittman 3-point shot. Glass, but it's nonetheless. Marquette's got to do something quickly here before this gets completely out of their grasp. They're down by 16. Ball's over to Taylor. Taylor gets behind Sydney. About a 10-foot shot. Leaves it short. Turnover by Kansas City. She gets it across to Sydney. Sydney back to Gianni Quintero. Over to Taylor. Taylor gets in close. Cat gets in closer. Cat scores. 40, another senior in for Kansas City. Daring Pittman to take another shot. That's not a good idea. Doesn't need glass. Sydney's got the rebound. Sydney scores. Ball's down low to Pena. Lots of hands around. Foul called Cat. I don't think it'll be a shooting foul, given it was clearly a pass. 2:40 play. Cat down by 14. Within. Timeout called. Hustle. Great to see this team perform so well, particularly in that first half. This one's not over yet, but it's going to be challenging with only 2:40 left and a 14-point deficit. Sydney Whaley-Smith getting a well-deserved break. She's been hustling hard. Had some to the lane. Her team found her. Some more seniors added to the court. Both teams. In fact, it's an all-senior crew for Kansas City right now. Cardoza's going to take a shot. Max got a rebound. Ball away from G. showing some soreness or injury to his shoulder. Okay, that is to mount a comeback. They will play place tomorrow. Charlotte. Max going to take that pointer off the 10-point go. Over to G. Play. Eagles down by 11. Oh, that was close. Gianni's got the rebound. G's going to take the shot, rolling in off the back of the rim, no good. Only a minute left to play. One exciting game to watch. And game to play in. Kansas City earlier in the season crushed by 30 points more. Fan favorite number 3 coming in for Kansas City. Court. Middle, scoops it up. Always been so important players that are dealing with a disability as their lower extremities. G take a 3-point shot, misses everything. 36. It looks like Kansas City is going to head to the finals, play the number 1 seed. Changed a few games before. So some upsets in this Final Four, getting to the Final Four, both Charlotte, the number 5 seed, and Marquette, the number 6 seed. But at the end of the day, teams 1 and 2 seeded teams prevail, and they will play against each other. Down to Mangles. Max got the rebound. He's got a full head of steam. Unless he gets cut off, expect another 3-pointer. Mac launches it off the back of the rim, and that's it, folks. Incredibly. First half, not strong enough. This Kansas City team is pretty great on every aspect of the floor and is able to get the better of this Golden Eagles team. So check out that championship game tomorrow and check out the 3rd place game for your Marquette Golden Eagles on Charlotte. See you tomorrow.